right off. Shalom Israel, Shalom, Barak Yahawah amongst you all who are partaking inside of this truth and how always make it known. Glory be unto the Most High God, who we know is Yahawah.
Bahasham Yahawahshi, do ya dig me.
So Shalom Israel and greatness be bestowed upon you. You know, hold on and continue on enduring. And keep on pushing and keep on pushing and keep on striving. Don't get caught up because of the struggles and the different things that's going on. It's all going to work out. Just endure through it all because you know that, inside the scriptures it states those that endure until the end will be saved. Shall be saved. Let me put it like that. So those who are enduring until the end. I'm talking to you, Israel. By you enduring until the end, just know that you shall be saved. So all things are going to work out for us, Israel.
You got that right.
Overall and ultimately, where I stand at, the message that I am applying, or shall I say, the message in the video that y'all are going to hear, or shall I say, listen to, where is, in the way of myself applied. And it's going to be speaking about, quote unquote, the Gentiles and where they are standing at when it comes down to the establishment of the kingdom. So, overall and ultimately, I got to answer this call. So, overall and ultimately, and where I want to share with y'all, just partake in the message. And Shalom. Check it out.
The black people that are here in the United States now are not African. I know that. The term African American is what the white man has pinned on them. Basically, I feel to try to keep hiding their true identity. They want them to think they're African, so they won't find out who they really are. So I know, and I wanted to clarify that I know the black people here are the true Hebrew Israelites. I know that. So let me just get that out there and clarify that. Also, something interesting that some people may not know is that actually Africans, they don't like the black race that's over here. They don't like them. They hate them.
Yep.
And
damn Hamites.
the only thing that conclusion that I can come to is that because the Africans know that they're the true Hebrew Israelites.
The cracker wanted all books, but the main book he wanted he couldn't get his hand on was the Bible. Why? Because he told you the Bible built the civilization.
Woo! One more time.
Well, the Bible is full of fairy tales and myths. Nigga, that's only because you don't know how to read the book.
Damn, all prophets
If
and
you knew how to
preachers,
read the
damn
book,
you.
you could clock everything he's doing and gonna do, and also see his income.
Yup, the Edomite kingdom.
Because he done put a twist on the shit, and you can't untwist it. But since you can't untwist it, you still under the slave spell. I don't give a damn how much knowledge you talking about you got. If you can't unravel the tricks in that book, you still a slave. You a mental slave. Dumb, deaf, and blind to the knowledge of yourself.
Come on,
leading
don't
the
get
life
no
of a
cleaner than
goddamn
that.
savage in the pursuit of happiness. And you ain't never been happy. You don't know how to be happy.
Savages in pursuit of happiness.
Because you can never be happy when you got the oppressor right next door. How the fuck you gonna be happy?
Oh, they mad. They mad.
Do ya dig me?
Hey, yo, he was funny, and he was serious, and he was right. Wow. Dig this, yo. Oh, man. See, that's why I always say to myself, you gotta know thyself. Why? Because that's how you can begin to start knowing where you stand at when it comes down to love. Now, the one main thing that Israel has to do, we as a people, we have to first know how to love self. And then we have to embrace the neighbor within that love. And that's how we'll be able to gain a greater understanding on loving our neighbor as we love ourselves. Because the one thing I learned when it comes to Israel and when it comes to other nations, those who don't know that they're Israel, if you see how they are, they still claim to be African American, they still claim to be black, right? And you can give them all the proof and everything, right? And they have it with themselves to be fearing the Most High God, and they all about the Bible. And when you speak of themselves coming together with their own people, it's a fight. But when you begin to speak about another nation, especially the Edomites, they tend to put up this barrier as in like them defending them. It shows you the slave mentality. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is no hate towards the Edomites. You see what I'm saying? I mean, Deuteronomy chapter 23. You see what I'm saying? Thou shalt not hate an Edomite, for they are thy brother. What can I say? So, overall, what I'm saying is that love self. And when you begin to love self, you'll begin to love those who are of you, meaning your people first. And then you can learn how to deal with other nations. Because you first got to get, with the foundation and work with that first. And that's starting first with yourself and then those who are of your people. Talking about Israel. So, I'm just spreading the message on love. But back to the message and pushing forward on Gentiles. This is the main message. Shalom. Woo!
Now go to verse 2. Yeah. Hear, O heaven, and give ear, O earth, for the Yahuwah hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children.
So I nourished and brought up the children? What children?
And they have rebelled, Israel.
And they have rebelled.
Against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know.
So, go ahead, keep on.
My people doeth not consider.
Okay, here you go. Here's one of the markers, one of the many markers that we can give Israel. He said, listen, I've nourished and brought up the children, and they have rebelled. He said, the ox knows his owner, and the jackass knows his manager's crib. But my people Israel, they don't know. Here's a marker for anybody that wants to know who Israel is. The Most High have taken the two dumbest creatures on the planet, the ox and the jackass. He said the ox, even though he's the dumbest creature on the planet, he knows his owner when he shows up. So you can take an ox or a bull, and they can see that owner, and they can go right up to that owner because they know exactly who he is. He's the one that feeds them. And then he said, this dumb jackass, he knows his manager's crib, which is his dwelling place. He said, you can take that old stubborn jackass and you can drop him off in the middle of nowhere, and that dumb jackass, he will find his way back because he knows where his dwelling place is. And ownership symbolizes fatherhood, and the manager's crib symbolizes the dwelling place. He said, you will know who Israel is. Why? Because Israel will be dumber than these two creatures. Israel, not only will he not know who his forefathers is, Israel won't even know where his homeland is or where he came from. So when you ask a Negro that's not in truth who his forefathers are, you know who he think about? He think about George Washington them. Ain't that a butt? Ask me how I know.
Enemy.
Ask me how I know. Because before I was ever in truth, anytime I heard the word forefathers, that's what I thought. I thought about George Washington. Now, how the hell they gonna be our forefathers? But this makes the scripture come to life as it relates to us finding out who we are as a people. The Most High have given us markers that only us can identify with. So let me show you one more, because you might be an Israelite and you might be classifying yourself as a Gentile. And it's easy for you to classify yourself as a Gentile. All you have to do is call yourself what a Gentile called himself. And all Gentiles call themselves Christians. There ain't no Negroes that should be calling themselves no Christians, because you are not no pale face. And all Christians were pale faces because the word didn't show up until they got to a Greek-speaking city where it was full of pale faces. So,
Talk to him, OG.
where I say we're going to go to Isaiah 3rd chapter. We're going to show you one more marker for our brothers and sisters that might be able to identify themselves. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As my people.
Stop right there. It says, as for my people. He said, when you want to know who Israel is, all you got to do is listen to what I got to say about them, and then you will be able to find them. Go ahead.
Children are their oppressors.
He said, you'll know who Israel are, because when you come to Israel, you'll see the children are the one that's oppressing everybody.
And women rule over them.
And he said the reason why they're oppressing everybody is because they got women ruling over them. What other people on the planet are they children oppressing everything? Whatever people on the planet are there women ruling over not only the men, but the children and everything else. When you want to see who Israel is, you look at what the word of God say, as for my people. This is how you will know them. The children will be oppressing everybody through drugs and through killing and through robbing and all this mayhem. He said the reason why they're going to be oppressing everybody is because the women will be ruling over them. What other people have more single-parent homes than anybody else on the planet? You'll know that you have arrived at the Israelites' house. Go ahead.
Oh, my people, they which lead thee cause thee to error.
You look at all the people that have been responsible for leading Israel, whether it was Martin Luther King, whether it was Malcolm X, whether it was Marcus Garvey, whether it was Al Sharpton, whether it was Jesse Jackson. You look at the people that have been leading Israel, and we ain't went but from one place of despair to the next place of despair.
Big
When you
facts.
want to know who Israel is, you look at who can line up with these scriptures. Because the white folks are getting better up under their leadership. And the Mexicans are getting better up under their leadership. The Chinaman is getting better up under their leadership. But when you want to see Israel, you look at whose leaders are leading them to error and destruction.
And destroy the way of thy paths.
See? So, I'm going to end the video right.
When it comes to the Most High, you can't be deep in your feelings. You see the kingdom is for Israel.
Yeah. My nation and people was always treated so differently. Stripped from our heritage, blind to its unity. Kept close to heathens, transgressing continuously. Generational curses, let's go to Deuteronomy. Chapter 28, that precept in verse 15.